I don't even really know why I'm recording this. Not like anybody's gonna find it anyway. I guess there's just something inherent about human nature that makes us want to leave behind some sort of trace that we were here. People have always been doing that. We've always just been leaving our mark. Lately things have been crazy. I don't even know how to process these things myself. Maybe I'm just recording this for my own sake. Figure things out myself while I'm talking, well, pretending to talk to another person. At first, everything felt normal here. Every day, just average daily duties. Sweep the floor, vacuum the carpets, clean the bathrooms. Everything felt like clockwork for nearly the entire first year of working here. Being a janitor may not be your personal cup of tea. Honestly, I would have upgraded if I could. But I can't deny that I have, or rather had, a really nice job. My boss was chill. My coworkers were all super warm people. I could work independently, and I was constantly doing something new. It was such a positive environment. Really, it was the only good thing that I had. It wasn't much, but it was something good. The building that I work in is an old broken shell of yesteryear's ambition. Everything makes noises. In the summer, it gets torturously hot from the lack of air conditioning. Everything makes noises. There's not a lot of storage space, but people get creative. Some of the corners, nooks and crannies can get really claustrophobic. You just have so many things piled up on each other. It can get really claustrophobic, and everything makes noises. Everything makes noise. Everything makes noise. Everything makes noise. I loved working here, but things have recently felt like they changed. Most of the time that I've worked here is spent during the day. Sun's up, people are out. I had to watch out for people while I was working, but most of the time that I've worked here has been during the day. For a little stretch of time, I was coming in later and working until later. And during that stretch of time, I'd be the only one in the entire building at 7 or 8 p.m. in the dead silence. In the dead silence. 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 Oh, how I wish it was dead silence. How I wish I could be cut by the sharpness of the still air. working there alone is terrifying because it's quiet, but everything makes noises. Everything makes noises. It's quiet, but everything makes noises. 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 I wish it was dead silent. I know what the water pipes sound like. I know what the furnace in the boiler room sound like. I know the vents and the fans. I've become familiar with all the normal sounds. But I swear I hear people walking around. I'm the only person there, and I know I'm the only person there. I've done rounds of the building. I've walked around the entire place, looking in every single room and area. I know that I am there alone when it is that late, but I swear I hear people walking around. I swear I'll hear doors opening and closing, whispering, the sounds of conversations down the hall, and the sounds of people existing, but nobody is in the entire building. And like I said, I know what all the normal sounds are. I've heard them in the day. I've heard them at night. But I can't come up with an explanation for these other sounds. I can't. I know it's not the vents. I know it's not the boiler. I know it's none of the water pipes. I know what those sound like. I'm hearing things at night, and I asked one of my coworkers if he's ever heard anything weird at night. And he said he didn't. I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticing these things, but and it would be one thing if it was just at night. And at first, the creepy stuff was only at night when I was alone. But then I started to feel watched during the daytime. When there's people and distractions, I wouldn't notice it as much during the day. But there's always a moment where suddenly I turn a corner and just feel stark raving terror for no reason. The hall's empty, nobody's around. There's nothing that is posing a threat to me, but I will just feel terror flood my veins out of nowhere. In the smallest of moments. I'm getting chills and kind of paranoid with thinking about it while recording this. Maybe it was a bad idea to record this in bed before going to sleep.
in the dark, and after only getting 5 hours of sleep over the entire weekend. Sometimes it feels like I'm being watched. I'm not at work. Sometimes it feels like, I don't want to sound crazy, but sometimes it feels like whatever was in that building followed me to where I live. I'll feel it in the kitchen. Just feel this overwhelming sense that I'm just being watched from the kitchen. It watches me sleep at night. I can feel it watching me sleep at night. I can feel it watching me sleep at night. Being alone at work is oppressive. Being home is terrifying. I can't get any space. I can't get any rest. I can just feel it constantly following me everywhere that I go. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Don't fall apart. Don't fall apart. Get it together. You know, sometimes I wish a ghost would just show itself already, so I can feel justified and not worry if I'm losing my mind. But maybe I would prefer paranoia. Maybe I would prefer absolute insanity over being stalked and toyed with by a supernatural or preternatural creature. Maybe I would prefer to be absolute nutters rather than acknowledge the presence in my room. As I record this, this is getting closer to me as I speak. No, this is not fiction. This is not dramatized. In these moments of speaking, I am in so much fear. As the presence gets closer to me, I get so many chills and lives for. It's not a story anymore. It's not a story anymore. There is actually something in my room. I can feel it behind me. I can feel it behind me. It's waiting for me to turn around. I know it's waiting for me to turn around. I have to keep making this video. I have to keep recording because I can't turn around. 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 It's not a video. It's not a video anymore. It's not a story anymore. It feels sickening. It feels sickening. It gives off this aura of just absolute vile repulsion. There's something in my room behind me. It's just waiting for me to turn around. I need to keep recording. I need to keep recording. I need to keep recording. I need to keep recording because that's the
closer. It just keeps getting closer. It just... It feels like... should have been over already. But it's just moving so impossibly slow. It just gets closer. Its presence. Putrid disgustingness just keeps getting stronger. I can't. Don't look at the reflections of your computer screen. Don't look at the reflections of the computer screen. It's right behind me. It's right behind me. It's actually right behind me. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling terror. Once it phased into me, I stopped feeling. Once it phases into you, you'll stop feeling terror too. Once it phases into you, you'll stop